Unmute by Iska Wellness in association with the Fern Society, powered by Guwahati Foodie and online partner Discoverist.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the series. My name is Simiti Barwa. I'm a psychologist and psychotherapist, and today we are going to be talking about anger. What is anger? We all face it, right? At so many different levels, so many different moments. In fact, if not anger, we face irritation. Anger is a mental state with a physiological reaction. And when we combine both, that is when we can actually understand what is anger. A lot of the times we are confused. Frustration, irritation, overwhelmed feelings, all of them can feel like anger to us. How can we really understand it? Is by connecting the both, which is cognition and physiological response.
So, real anger is not only thoughts in the mind but also how we feel in our body. Whenever we are facing anger, there is going to be a physiological response. Every human being has certain fixed responses which is connected to their entire nervous system. It is commonly known as fight or flight response. A lot of the time, people who are dealing with anger issues have a more fight response. Any situation that seems threatening can make them fight. Leaving this aside, it also brings a lot of thoughts in our mind. These combine together when you have certain particular thoughts and you also feel a certain reaction in your body to do something. You might want to just punch the wall, or you might want to just scream. You might feel like there is a heaviness in your body, your hands are clenched up, your temples are throbbing, your temples, and those moments together combine and can be projected as anger. But why the confusion? Irritation feels similar, frustration feels similar. Let us try to examine them closely. Frustration is more of the cognitive aspect. Whenever a situation is frustrating, it is because we have anger-like thoughts about the situation. But necessarily the physiological part or the bodily feelings don't come up. Whereas irritation is the complete opposite. There is no thought about it, but rather we respond very quickly. The physiological aspect comes out much faster. Frustration would be, I have two goals. I want to achieve X and I want to achieve Y. Which one should I do? Both I like. I might be frustrated. Another scenario can be you have to do two things which you hate. Both of them you hate. And at that time also the decision can be frustrating. So as you can see, it is more of a cognitive aspect. But with irritation, it is more of a physiological or a bodily aspect. Somebody keeps tickling you, keeps poking you repeatedly, keeps poking you this way. After a point, what will happen? Without thinking, you will say, oof, stop it. That is the irritation. So it is more of a physiological response. The thought part doesn't get so activated. In frustration, the physical part doesn't get so activated. But in anger, it both gets. Real anger builds more slowly. And if you have a habit of exploding anger out and you feel like if I don't express, if I don't shout out, if I don't let it out, I will burst, then this can become a difficult scenario. A lot of the times, anger becomes a disorder or an issue when it is mixed with our personality. That means it is a trait within us. Some people that we might know in our life are very angry by nature. We examine this or we look at this trait as hostility. That means their nature is to be very short-tempered or is to have a lot of anger. Anger can really destroy our relationships because it being a personality trait means that we lash out, we tend to show it. If it is not and you're still dealing with anger issues, that means it is becoming difficult for you to manage these emotions based on whatever is going on in your life presently or whatever situation you might have faced. Now there are two types of anger release. Okay, one is anger outburst, anger out. These people want to speak out, want to lash out, want to express their anger. The other end is anger in. They suppress it and they don't speak out. A lot of the times you might see these people aloof, not speak, as in stop communication, might cry, or might keep their anger bottled up and then explode one day.
Remember that the theme of anger is somebody or someone or something or some situation going against me. By me, it's like my principles, my values, my thoughts. So all of this really riles us up at a lot of times. It can really shake us up, especially if we are holding on to these rigid thoughts. Stay tuned for more on the channel, and I hope that the videos are being helpful to you guys. If you are looking for any sort of help for any issue that you are facing, please feel free to reach out to ISKA, or even to the series here. When you witness the video, please don't hesitate to leave us a message or a comment, and we will reach back to you. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Stay safe.